Welcome back to the Binge Boys podcast. It's me and Gerald. We got a great day, a great helping of shit to.
Great helping of shit. That's what I like on a Monday night.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
It seems that does my video look frozen to you?
You are frozen as shit.
Okay.
Logan, you're frozen like this. You're like,
just keep talking. I'll be back.
Wow. All right. So I'm on the big screen. What's up, people? Welcome to episode 120 of the Binge Boys podcast.
Hey.
You're currently with one binge. Oh, hey. All right.
Good. I'm back. I'm done. Hey, don't know what happened there.
All right, Logan.
I accidentally clicked the FaceTime application on my computer, and I guess it froze this, and
we tried to load the camera on that.
Yeah. So
that scared me, man. I went to the big screen and I almost had stage fright. I was like, what do I say?
We've got an entertaining lineup today. We'll talk about Space Force, Capone, Big Little Lies Season 2, what we're watching, and a few little highlights that happened over the past week. Let's get this going. Benji, get that beat going for us, please. Wow. Thanks, Ben. What a service you did there. Oh, man, Pearson.
Oh, man, Logan.
We're into it. But before we get into it, we got some housekeeping to do. Let's start out with prepped ready meals. You guys have heard me mention them how many times?
Countless times.
Countless times. Prepped ready meals offers healthy meals delivered to your door. All you have to do is pop them in the microwave, and they're good to go, guys. How much easier can it be than that?
It's that easy. It's simple.
They service all of Metro Atlanta, and they just partnered, which is really exciting, with a fitness app called Fit Genie to make deliveries even easier. That's what you love to hear. You love hearing food and fitness partnering together to make things easier for you.
It's cohesive.
It's stupid easy.
Stupid.
They just launched a new menu today, Pearson. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Do you know any of the new items?
I saw on it. Here, actually, screw it, man. Let's just go to the website and check it real quick.
Let's just check out their site.
The website's super easy, by the way. It's the menu on the front page. It's super simple. They have their delivery instructions and everything right there on the front page. Let's see. They added breakfast. So they have breakfast tacos. Who doesn't freaking love breakfast tacos?
Dude,
I do.
I saw those breakfast tacos and was like, I might need to snag me some breakfast tacos.
I know, right? Yeah, no, those look delicious. They have a quesadilla on here now. They got turkey meatballs. They even have something for vegan people, some vegan bowl, a turkey taco bowl. They have custom meal, which I think they added that a couple weeks ago or something. But you just pick what kind of protein you want. You pick what kind of you want rice, potatoes, or something like that, and you pick a vegetable, and you just click add to cart. Super simple. It's like $10 for the meal, delivered to your house with heating instructions.
Stupid. It's stupid easy, guys. When you go and you do that, you can help support. Huh?
It's booming.
It is booming. You know what else is booming? Binge 10 at checkout.
That's right.
Support Prepped and Ready. Please support them. They're good people. They want to do a good thing, and we should support them. Code BINGE10, BINGE10 at checkout. PreppedReadyMeals.com. Boom.
I'm getting freaking tan, man.
Dude, I was just going to say, you're looking mighty.
God damn, man. I'm getting tan.
Dude, I spent a lot of this weekend in the sun, which makes no sense because my face is still pasty as ever.
I did on Saturday. I did it on Sunday, but I had obligations all day. But I did yard work on Saturday. I'm doing that. You know where my fire pit is in the backyard?
Mm-hmm.
I dug out around it, the ground or whatever. I'm gonna do gravel it in and connect it to the back patio. But yeah, I was in the sun for 5 hours doing that on Saturday.
Oh yeah, dude. Me and Jordan, shouts to Jordan, his weekly shout out. Me and Jordan and a couple of our other buddies, Grant and Andrew, we hit up Legacy Links on Saturday for some golf action.
Play there. Right there in Smyrna.
It's a fine course. This was my first time playing a round of 18 holes in probably 10 plus years.
Really? Because I saw that post. I was like, I didn't think Logan played golf. Like, I play golf sometimes. I played with Aaron like probably 2 months ago for the first time in like a year.
Yeah.
The last time before that I played was at Legacy Leagues.
Oh, dope. Yeah, man. Jordan extended the invite, and I was like, yeah, I'll complete the foursome or whatever the group of four.
A lot.
He has been recently. He's trying to get back into it, just like I am. And after that day, dude, I compare golf and bowling because both sports are equally as humiliating if you suck at them. Like if you're the one in the group at golf that just is absolutely ass, it's the same feeling as like when you walk up to like bowl and you're like, let me show you fuckers how it's done.
And it's like, this guy needs the bumpers.
Boom, yeah, gutter ball, and then you make that awkward turn back, and you're like,
yeah,
it's the same.
Is Jordan all them like? Are they super serious? Or like, are they really good? Or
one of Jordan's buddies, Grant, is pretty decent. He plays a few times a week. He's trying to get back into it, so he practices like a shit ton.
It's like Aaron. Aaron plays like 4 times a week now.
Really?
Aaron's gotten really good at golf.
I wouldn't peg Aaron as a golfer.
He takes lessons and everything. Like Aaron's gotten pretty damn good at golf. Like pretty good. But yeah. No, we should all play.
Yeah, I agree.
For real. Like get Jordan, let him know.
For real.
You're gonna be listening to this tomorrow, so let us know. Let's play golf.
Yeah, let's play some golf. I'm into it. I did horrible, but I mean
I'm not
getting back into it. I'm not shit.
It's just fun. It's fun to just go out there, honestly, and just hang out with the guys and stuff, drinking beers.
Oh yeah, crushing them cans on the golf course. There's not a better thing.
It's an American dream.
It really is. To go out on the weekend and crush beers with the bros on the course.
It doesn't get better.
No, it doesn't. But yeah, so I'm still pasty. I mean, my arms are kind of, I don't know if the people can see, but I have a watch tan like no other. Can you see that?
Damn, I do see that.
Dude, look how white my wrist is. But everything else, like I'm dark on the arms, but I got a farmer's tan. As you saw from my Instagram post at Logan Lewis 96. Yeah.
Humble plug.
I can balance still to this day a can of seltzer on my stomach, which is, I think, a king move.
It's a power.
A lot of people want to fat shame me. You know what? Fat shame away. You can't balance.
No.
You can't balance shit on your chest like I can.
Well,
so
we go to the lake a bunch, so you'll have to come to the lake and you can get your farmer's tan gone.
Dude, I'm waiting for that invite.
We normally go every Sunday. I couldn't do anything this Sunday, but we normally go like almost every Sunday. We go out to the lake, and then my parents' pool opens up, and then But let me know next time you guys are going to the to your parents. I'll probably be able to go.
Yeah, that's what we did Sunday. We just grilled out a little bit in the afternoon, and
that's fun.
Jordan came, and we just floated and drank.
When's your sister's party?
Mid-July.
Okay. When you text me, I was like, fuck. I was like, is there a party this weekend? Because I'm going to feel bad.
No. It's July 11th.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be out there. We'll have some family in town. We'll have some friends. It'll be a time. I think Jordan's going. Turner's going to go.
I'll be there.
Squad's showing up.
I'll make Caitlin come.
For my sister. Shouts to my sister for graduating high school. Yeah, that's our housekeeping. That was our weekend recap. How about that? Feels good to recap the weekend on a Monday. First thing I wanted to get into today is this new podcast that was supposed to release today.
What?
But Apple and Spotify took a little longer to approve than I thought they were going to.
Another one. And you guys aren't ready for what's coming in the next couple months, y'all. I have high-profile people coming to our network.
I won't say who, but I'll sprinkle a teaser in there. Let me open up that file. We're doing all this live because you know what? I don't edit. The only editing we do is cutting shit in and out with the music. I'm about to open this file and wow some of you. Because y'all be like, Logan ain't got connections.
Is that Kylie Jenner on the list? What? Is that Dave Chappelle on the list? What? Harry Underwood? Who?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't make. And so I emailed about 30 celebrities today.
Yeah.
And just presented the idea. No one's super famous except for a few of them, but I've made contact. I've made contact with none of these people. However, What Are We podcast? Let's get back to that first, because whatever I'm talking about, it isn't coming for a few months. The What Are We podcast, a new dating and relationship and sometimes naughty topic podcast.
Don't say naughty.
It will release every Monday, hosted by me and my good friend Lindsay. We will be tackling a different dating-related topic every week, as well as reading off some listener-submitted questions and crazy date/hookup stories. We've read off a couple, and let me tell you, they're good. There's some good ones that we've gotten submitted, and I can't wait. So if you want to submit a story, everyone's got at least one crazy date or hookup experience.
I'm gonna submit some under an anonymous pen name.
What Are We podcast 2020@gmail.com is where you can find, or is that is where you can email. I won't plug myself too hard, but first episode, me and Lindsay. Second episode of the pod, we got a star from the previous season of The Bachelor to come on and talk to us. Her name is Alea. She was a drama starter. Or at least that's what the producers, I believe, made her out to be. Huh?
She already interviewed?
Yeah, we talked to her on Saturday.
Oh, really? Nice.
Oh, yeah. Episode is just waiting to air. We talked to her about her life, how it's changed since she's been on The Bachelor, her dating do's and don'ts, her preferences, when she gets recognized in public, when she's on a date, like the fact that she tries to hide the fact from guys that don't know who she is. Like, you know, like obviously she's not trying to like give off like I'm a famous person vibes, but she's got 150,000 followers on Instagram. So I think that's a pretty decent size number.
It's like 149,000 less than me.
She was a really good time to talk to. I can't wait for that episode to air. I am so excited for that episode to air. But that's just a tease. Today I emailed, I'll just throw some names up there. Future free bands, Lil Yachty, the Nelk Boys, Everything Georgia, Bill Burr, and more. I've made contact with people, my babies. You ain't ready for this smoke.
Who did you make contact with?
I won't say yet.
All right, well, you're going to text it to me in a minute. So that's
because I don't want to say anything and it not happen. So even to you, my friend,
you motherfucker,
it's going to be silent. I do have a couple people. Our good friend Benji Reyes is going to come on. He is going to be on the new show. Oso Finito has expressed his interest as well. He is getting to come on. Pearson is on this list as well. So is Zach.
Yeah.
So is Brian, Jordan. You're all there.
I don't know any of these people.
I'll give you a taste. It's going to be called Whatever I Want. The Whatever I Want show is going to be a Joe Rogan styled podcast where each episode is centered around somebody that I find interesting or care about. And it will be no filters. All topics are on the table. No bullshit.
He's going to spend 15 minutes talking about the sponsorship before every episode.
Yeah, feel free to skip the first 8 minutes.
They're going to be 5.5 hours long.
Yes. I'm going to try to beat Joe. So check it out, guys. What Are We podcast? What Are We podcast? That should be literally staring at the podcast approval page right now. It just says it's being reviewed. Said that since 9 a.m. I don't remember the Binge Boys taking this long, but hey, if that's what it's got to be, it's got to be. So the first episode will be available anytime now. Like, comment, subscribe. Check it out. Pearson, let's talk about some shit.
Let's do it.
Had to get that housekeeping out of the way. Oh, one last little thing. If you love our regularly programmed content things that me and Pearson and Zach do, tune in on Wednesdays to the Binging Batch episodes. Tonight, a new season of The Bachelor begins. So you know what that means. I'm watching it, and we're recapping it on Binging Batch on Wednesdays. Kaylee and I kill it. Some of our previous episodes on Binging Batch are our most downloaded episodes ever.
They really are. Like, I'm honestly pretty impressed with the when I see the numbers like on Instagram and shit, like of the views and stuff compared to that. So, like compared to like our like to the Binge Boys to that, like it's honestly impressive. Like how many more people watch The Bachelor, which I hate The Bachelor. So it like internally it kind of pisses me off. It's like I'm at the chum bucket staring at the Krusty Krab and it pisses me off.
Last little plug. Tomorrow night, I have an interview as well that's airing this weekend with a former Barstool Sports employee.
Was that for this one?
Yes, it'll be on the Binge Boys.
Thank God. Okay, I'm glad you fucking give some star sprinkles over here.
Hey, we will. Trust me. I've got
everyone else is getting fucking famous people, and we're over here riding the poverty bus.
I'm trying, bro. We all trying to get local Atlanta.
Benji's gonna get tired of interviewing with us eventually.
Huh?
Benji's gonna get tired of interviewing with us eventually.
Oh yeah, Benji. Benji, you need to start contacting some high-profile peeps to be on your song so we can interview people.
Right?
All right, Pearson. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Did you know that the NBA has pretty much announced a plan to come back?
July 31st, baby. 22 teams.
Let's talk about it. July 31st, inside Walt Disney World's ESPN wide world of sports complex.
Yep.
How about that? An 8-game wrap-up to the regular season,
yep.
Followed by a possible play-in tournament for the 8th seed and playoffs.
Yep. I'm excited for it. I think they're doing it. They're doing it right. I think it's better them doing it this way than just taking the standings at the end of whatever the fuck just happened in our world, and just making that the playoffs. And they're giving the bubble teams, the ones that were close to making it, an opportunity to make it. So I guess I would say they're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. I never saw any follow up. I don't know if this ever got legs, but I saw that they were considering allowing teams to ship their courts down there to where they swap out courts. You're frozen again.
Pearson, I'm frozen again. I'll be back. Keep talking.
So that where they're going to be able to mail their courts down to where they can swap their courts out to give more of a home field or home court advantage thing. And I saw also they're considering pumping 2K noise into the stands during games to give it more of a realistic feel, which I think they should 100% do. I cannot imagine sports other than like MMA. Even MMA was weird. Like, or UFC, like watching the UFC without fans, without at least the noise is weird. So I hope they do like pump fan noise into it. But no, I think it's good. I think they took and they made the best out of the situation they have. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited to watch basketball again.
I can agree. I think it's a good plan that they've got going on.
Yeah.
I think this is what it's going to take. I think the other sports are going to follow in suit here shortly after seeing the NBA's plan.
At this point, like I really think that football is going to happen, and I think it's going to happen on time with like everything that's like the amount of like the rate that everything's dropping now. I don't see it missing a beat. It might be like half capacity in the beginning of the season, and they might like throughout the season up the capacity of fans. But no, I definitely think it's going to happen. And NBA will be over in October now. So we'll get NBA and then basically roll right into the next season, just about.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Cool. I'm glad. Baseball should be starting in July too.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen many more details about it, but I saw that the latest was the beginning of July. Was supposed to start games again. I think they were aiming for like that July 4th weekend.
Oh, well, it's a good target weekend.
No fans, of course, but
Of course.
yeah, so that's that. NBA's back. Super excited.
Yeah, I agree. It's good to see things are starting to open back up. So, so we'll see. This Thursday, remember last Thursday when we were all going to learn about the future of gaming?
Oh yeah,
and how it got canceled because of the stuff going on in the world. Well, guess what? It's this Thursday. The future of gaming on PlayStation 5. Join us June 11th at 1 p.m. Pacific time, which I think is 4 here.
it is. Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what they're going to present. I'm very intrigued to see what the thing looks like.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this before, but we've already seen what the controller looks like. In fact, the invitation to invite press is a picture of the controller, and it's like faded and shit. So it's pretty cool looking. PlayStation 5. Nobody thought it was going to be anything different. I mean, why cut it off at 4? Just keep going.
Yeah.
Because we all know in 40 years or whenever it is, PlayStation 10 will definitely be called PlayStation X.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Like, we're going to go about it the right way, Microsoft.
They probably could have done PSX, but that probably is too confusing.
Yeah, it's
whatever
close.
Whatever is what's 5 IV in Roman numerals. IV is 5, right?
Yeah.
Or is that 4? I don't know.
No, it's IV because it's 5 is V, and then you minus the 1, so 1 IV. So like 6 is V1, and then V2, V3, and then it goes to X or 1X because X is 10.
Gotcha.
I know a lot about Roman numerals.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know a lot when it comes to the
big numeral guy over here.
All right, so that means this time next week we will be discussing what Sony announces. I'm excited to see what they've got.
Yeah,
we've discussed that we're probably all going to be Xbox people.
100% going to be Xbox. There's no question. Brand loyalty.
Good thing. My boy Turner, he knows who he is. You know who he is. We all know who he is.
I still have his moonshine in my house.
It's hard to drink, I'll tell you that.
Hunter was looking at it on Saturday. He's like, "Whose is this?" I was like, "It's Turner's. It's left over from that music video."
What a time that was.
Yeah, I'm aging it for the right time.
You could save it for 100 years and it'd probably still be good.
Yeah, it'd probably be just as strong.
Yeah. Turner is a PlayStation guy. And for those of you who don't know, at the end of the month, Jordan, Turner, and I are moving in together at the end of the month.
It's the end of this month?
Yeah. June 30th is when we can move in.
Did y'all find a place?
Mm-hmm. Right down the road.
Is it? I never saw it. So is it really any different, or?
It's nicer. It's 2 stories. It's an apartment.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 2-story apartment. You walk in and there's a bedroom immediately on the left, and that's going to be where Jordan resides. And then
is that like the master?
You keep no, there really isn't even a master. Everybody has their own bathroom. Everyone has their own big size closet.
It sounds like it's almost like a split level home.
It kind of sounds that way.
Yeah.
So you keep walking down that hallway, and there's the kitchen / living area, but then like next to the kitchen, there's like a little stairwell that just goes up. And
that's weird. I've never heard of a 2-story apartment.
Yeah, neither had I until we toured it, and I was like, "This is kind of dope."
So we're gonna have a welcoming party, like, because we've already canceled like every other fucking party so far.
Trust me. Depending on, because has been so many gatherings lately, whether it's been because of protesting and people just like getting out into public again, I'm not afraid to host a party of 15 people.
No,
people will come.
Yeah, not at all.
So,
no, the whole COVID thing. I think everyone's over it now.
Hopefully,
COVID's done. I think people are just tired of caring now.
People are like,
the threat's actually gone. People just don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah. Ever since the protests and stuff have breaking out, they're like, what's more important, human equality or a disease that we'll probably have the vaccine for in the next 6 months?
Exactly. That's why I saw the meme was like, tell me how COVID lost a 28-3 to lead over racism.
That's funny. So yeah, we'll probably throw a party. Maybe not that first weekend because we officially move in that weekend, which is 4th of July weekend, and everyone's all got 4th of July plans. So we'll just we'll just move it to the next weekend. Although I think the next weekend is my sister's
graduation party. Yeah, that's right.
That's funny. Yeah, it is. We'll have something at some point. Maybe we'll throw a going away party here. I don't know. We'll see.
No, we don't want to see the new place.
We'll do that.
It's like I can only come over if it's a party. That's what.
How'd we get here?
I don't know, man.
It's a sign to move on.
We talked about Turner being a PS5 or PlayStation guy.
We've got great news, guys. Marvel has been given the go-ahead to use Daredevil. So in a few months, Daredevil will become available to the MCU. Their contract / negotiations or whatever, they are able to use the character Daredevil in November of this year. So, will we see
the timeline? Do you think that'll change the timeline?
I don't know if they're gonna just reboot him or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would hate if they reboot him because the guy who plays him in the Netflix show is so good.
He is. I wouldn't be surprised if they reboot him, though. Honestly,
that sucks.
Just to put because you got to put a new perspective on it, or like a fresh look, at least,
Just because it was so violent before.
Well, not even that. It's like I don't know. It's like Jesus. So like people see this and they associate Daredevil with like the Netflix show, and then they want to put their Marvel movie spin on it. And if it's the same character or like same actor, it's like like I don't know. I just feel like it's too not vague, but like I don't know. A lot of people like they're like a cutthroat. Like they're like, nope, we forget everything that happened before. This is it. This is new. Like this is the law. But I don't know. Do you think it'll change like this current phase? Do you think it'll change the timeline for that?
I was just gonna say this article says although that we're able to use him in 6 months or so, phase 4 is stacked.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and they already have to figure out when to put Blade, X-Men, and Fantastic Four and Deadpool in. So I feel like Daredevil's gonna take a backseat for a minute.
Yeah, they're just gonna put them in their pocket and they're like, "Thanks for having us." But I don't know, man. Like,
I heard a rumor he might show up in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, and like the same thing is like, how long have the negotiations been going on? How long has Kevin Feige known, like, hey, I'm gonna eventually get this property? So who knows, man? Maybe he's already written shit in with Daredevil. Like, how crazy would that be if he's already planned? Like, they have it like done. They were just waiting for the licensing, basically.
Because they can do that. There's no law that says they can't just write it in.
It's creative expression, and so they could say, well, that's crazy. We got him, and we already have this script ready. Okay,
it's true. There was a rumor a few months ago that said that Charlie Cox was going to appear in the 3rd Spider-Man movie, and he went live on Instagram one night and just was like, "Yeah, that's bullshit. That ain't happening. I wish," but he could be lying. I mean, I hope they keep him, bro. He's such a good Daredevil.
He really is.
I heard
that was the best Marvel Netflix show by far.
Far and away, it was the best.
Yeah.
I heard that. So spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home. At the end, his identity is revealed or whatever. I heard the rumor is that Matt Murdock is his lawyer. It's Peter Parker's lawyer.
That's that's interesting.
And maybe he doesn't suit up as Daredevil, but they at least like plant that seed and say like,
yeah,
Matt Murdock
they can write that in easily. Like that's an easy change. There's no like, that's pretty cool. I like that.
He doesn't even have to be in the movie. Maybe even a simple like, who'd you just talk on the phone with? He's like, oh, my lawyer, Mr. Murdoch. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh, there it is.
Even like a document, like where he's like signing a contract or whatever, it says like Murdoch attorney at law or something like that. Oh my God.
Marvel's really good about planting those little seeds. So
like the tower.
Yep, the Fantastic Four. Yeah, is obviously going to be the Baxter Building.
Well, yeah, and they even have they didn't even own them at time, did they?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they? Okay, but still, I mean, that was an easy add-in right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll do it right.
I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, it's nice to have a new familiar character that's going to be in it because we have all these like new people and shit, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Pearson, do you want to get into reviewing some stuff? I
mean, like, unfortunately, we got to.
Unfortunately.
I'm not excited to review any of these.
No. We'll start with Space Force. For those of you who don't know, just a brief synopsis. Well, I said this last time we reviewed things, but the IMDb synopsises suck. Because the people tasked with creating a sixth branch of the armed services, the Space Force. So Steve Carell plays a dude, and that dude is named General Mark Naird. Mark Naird is a Air Force, like 4-star general, and then he meets with like the Army, the Navy, basically everybody that's in charge of an armed service. And they're like, congratulations, you're in charge of running the newest military branch.
In front of like 5 people.
Space Force. And he's like, oh, okay. And then it like fast forwards like 6-7 months or so. And so, okay. So this show stars Steve Carell, John Malkovich, Diana Silvers, Ben Schwartz, Jimmy O. Yang.
Great cast.
Lisa Kudrow. What's his name? Fred, he just died. Fred Williams?
Yeah, I think
Fred
so.
Willard.
Willard, yeah.
Rest in peace. But
great act. Great, like the stars in the show are awesome. The casting is incredible.
Star-studded.
And the writing. The writing is, I mean, track record is incredible.
The people who wrote The Office.
Yeah.
And sadly, this show is a stinker.
Yeah, too bad it missed every mark possible. This show, first off, it's not going to get a season 2.
Hot garbage.
I don't think so.
I hope it doesn't.
I know that like they set it up for it, and I read that apparently they have people working on it already. I don't think it's going to get a season 2. This has got to be one of the worst rated Netflix show of all time.
Dude, it's bad. And the reviews, like, we're not alone. The reviews are saying it's bad.
And it doesn't get any better, dude. Like the ending, like,
okay.
We're going to talk spoilers, right?
Sure. I was going to say the last 2 episodes got me. But not even like hooked. I was just like, okay, so now this is watchable.
Yeah,
thank God it ended.
Well, now it's over and it's never going to come back. So
episode 1 through 8, bro, was just
terrible.
Unbearable.
I feel like it's so scatterbrained and just so like the comedy literally is not even laughable.
No, it's not funny.
It's just so bad, and like there's just so many things not explained. None of the characters like mesh with each other. Everything is like just so scripted and robotic, and like the whole movie, like, or the whole show, all they're doing is trying to like make fun of Trump and force comedy. Like that's the show.
It feels so awkward.
Exactly. It's like these people showed up on day 1 and just got the script and they were just going through it right then. Like I don't think there was ever a table read for this or something.
No way.
Nothing. They spent all their money on casting and then they had nothing else. So,
dude,
yeah, it's just.
Let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about the cast. So Steve Carell, I forget if we mentioned this last week, but Steve Carell is talking in this like
we talked about this last week.
Gritty, like I'm a military guy voice, and it's just like it feels so weird.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. He doesn't seem natural at all in it.
He doesn't seem like he's having fun. It seems like his agent was like, "This is the only role you've got for the next year. Do it." And Steve was like, "Fine."
He helped write it too, didn't he?
Yeah, it was co-created with him and Greg Daniels.
What the?
What the hell?
You know what? Honestly, man, what makes me so mad? What makes me the most like upset about the show is this whole time, I've been trying to figure out why his wife was in fucking prison, and it literally never tells you.
Dude, okay. Dude, that was going to be my literal next point.
What the?
About the wife. You get Lisa Kudrow, such a funny comedian from Friends, too, and you just
Put her in prison.
And it's
No
like,
explanation.
huh? Like, God, dude, it just
This would take so many wrong turns from the rip. Like from the rip, it just completely veers off the road.
So
And
I'm just confused. Is it supposed to be like episodic, or is it supposed to tie into each other?
I think it does tie. I think it's supposed to tie into each other, especially like
very lightly though.
Because like how they ended it with the whole China thing or whatever. Like, I mean, they set up to where like I guess they're maybe have a partnership in the second season or something. So I don't know. Like, it's like loosely connected, but it's not. And it's like I'm saying, it's so all over the place and scatterbrained. Like you don't really know what the fuck is going on.
I think the plan was to honestly make it like The Office, where The Office has a storyline, but it's like in the background of the comedy.
Yeah, but they did it right. This was like
shoved the comedy, but relied on the story I'm sorry, I got it backwards. They shoved this horrible, you know what I'm trying to say? It all sucks. Yeah. The story's terrible.
They don't know what they're doing. It's like, are they doing a satire? Are they doing a workplace comedy? Like what? Like there's no identity to the show at all. I
thought this was going to be a workplace comedy.
That's what Mr. Daniels does best.
Right, Daniels is great at. What the hell?
Why try? He's like, man, I'm the dick balls and all. I'm just gonna write whatever I want now. Nope.
Dude, I think I gave it a 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5 is fair. I think a 2 out of 5 is fair. I don't think it's a 1 out of 5. I think it's a 2 out of 5.
It would have been a 1 out of 5 if like the final 2 episodes for me weren't like somewhat.
They were the final 2 episodes are the highlight of the show, which is weird because not normally, but a lot of times like I find that Netflix shows fall off second half. This one I guess technically got a little bit better, but it just like it went from unbearable to like cringy. Like, so I think 2 out of 5 is fair. Yeah.
Turner, funny enough, we mentioned him earlier, just texted me and said, so I finished Space Force. And he said, I thought there were some funny elements, but it was so poor overall. Such a shame for a rock star cast.
It's such like it's so weird because you think like that well of a crew from production to like acting, like you just don't think it could be terrible, but it was. I guess, I mean, it's same kind of rule that, all the grown-up sequels have. They have great cast and they all suck. So that's the first.
Turner, although he says still though, I'd watch another season. I don't know. If a show's getting a 2 out of 5 for me,
I don't care about the next season.
Although if they did a next season, I'd probably watch it.
Just out of curiosity.
To see if it gets any better.
They got us.
They've got that cast.
Maybe they're going for so cringeworthy you can't stop watching.
That's why everyone loves Adam Sandler movies. It's because they're horrible movies, but the casts are so great. And
I don't know. Happy Sandler, pretty great movie.
Sorry, recent movies.
Yeah, recent Sandler movies. Yes, they're just so ridiculous, but you watch it because it's happy. It's a Happy Madison.
Yeah, film. You watch them because the casts are awesome, and Happy Madison movies are actually funny for the most part. Even if it's just poop jokes and farting humor,
their delivery. It's delivery.
Sandler knows how to make people laugh, even when it's stupid comedy.
Exactly.
This didn't do it.
All right, I'm done talking about it. It's really not even worth the watch.
You know what is worth a watch?
What's that?
Big Little Lies. What'd you think of season 2, Pearson? The floor is yours.
Season 2. I gotta remember back. Season 2 ended. I got the kids. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So season 2, talking full spoilers here. It's been out for a minute, so you should have seen it if you're going to watch it. Yeah, no, it was good. Like season 2, I didn't expect it to end the way it ended because I remember you were saying you're going to be like, what the fuck? And I wasn't necessarily like blown away because I thought she was going to wreck into the grandmother when she was driving and like her eyes were like getting heavy. I was like, oh man, she's going to veer into the other lane and she's going to kill the grandma. You said like, I was expecting something crazy. I was expecting like the grandma to die or the grandma to kill somebody.
I was like, I didn't mean to like present it like that. I meant like I did not see the ending as all of them walking into the police.
I didn't either. So I mean, I guess you helped me because I wasn't expecting that. Like, so I walked in, I was like, oh shit.
What did they do? Are they going in to report themselves?
Nah, there's gonna be some kind of spin. There's no way. I mean, season 3 in production right now? Or
I'm on the Wikipedia page for it actually right now, and it says for under future episodes, it says where to go. I just had it. Oh, HBO president says that a third season is not realistic due to scheduling of the actresses. However, HBO is more than willing to greenlight a third season if the cast is able to work it out.
All right, Reese Witherspoon, what are you doing right now?
She does like 5 TV shows at a time, though.
Really? Oh, yeah, she's in something else, isn't she?
She's on something. Emily mentioned it the other day on Hulu. She had the morning show.
Lies.
Big Little Lies is dope.
No, but no, the show like she's on Hulu. It has like lies in it or something, doesn't it?
Something like that.
The episode, like the title. Anyways, Big Little Lies is good. The second season to me is better than the first season because they don't have that flashback shit or like flash forward stuff. I mean, they flash back to like the incident at the beginning of every episode and like discuss like another person's thing. But I honestly hate the grandma or the grandma so much.
Oh yeah.
When she was like, are you sure you didn't approach him like a certain way? Like, are you fucking serious, woman? Like she's gonna lie about getting raped.
I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt just because she is like his mother. And like if Caitlyn just like died, you don't think her mom would just like straight up question you?
Yeah, well, like, because I don't think I'd be able to explain that Caitlyn beat me.
Yeah, that's true.
But dude, when they're in court though, and like her mom like says her whole testimony and stuff at the final statements, and then she says something, and the mom like comments back, and she's like, "Oh, really? Play the video." I was like, "Oh man." It got deep. They got deep fast, but like,
oh yeah.
And she had like your grandma still tried to defend her son after that video. Like what? Yeah. But,
like, maybe it was filmed funny or like.
Yeah. What? But yeah, no, it's a really good show. If you guys have HBO, you should definitely check it out. It's on HBO Max, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah. I still haven't really dove much into HBO Max and seen what really is in it. I remember you were saying there's like a ton of content. I like scrolled a little bit. And but I didn't like get, I didn't really get. It's got my feet wet. I just,
I'll get to that when we talk about what we're watching.
I got you. All right, let's go. That's it for Big Little Lies for me. I don't know if you have anything you want to add to it.
No, you summarized it good. I thought it was
a really good show. I highly recommend it. Yeah, it's a good drama.
I agree. Really good drama. If you've got HBO, I highly recommend it. It comes off as a chick flick at the beginning, and it totally is made for women. I think it's based on a novel for women.
Really? I didn't know that.
But I don't care. It's dope. Like, it's really good, really well acted, really good.
13 Reasons Why with Pride, so I don't give a shit about women drama.
Right. Before we get into the movie of the week that we watched, I'll review quickly Veep, also an HBO show.
And you froze again. I can't help you this time because I don't know anything about this show.
I'm not frozen.
You're back. You froze for a second.
Oh, did I? That's my bad. I didn't do anything that time.
I was like, you're screwed because I don't know anything about the show.
Veep is a 7-season show. Each season has about either 8 to 10 episodes, and they're each like 27 minutes. It's a quick
bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam. It was really good. It gives off Silicon Valley vibes just because I think the same people wrote it because it's on the same network for HBO. So I assume they got the same writers behind. I think, don't quote me, but I think that's what happened. Veep is basically about a woman. Her name is Selena Meyer. And she basically, it's almost, it also gives off,
I'm so sorry.
it's okay. It also gives off, whatchamacallit, House of Cards vibes.
Oh, really?
Because not, I mean,
I didn't expect you to say that.
did you see, you've watched all of House of Cards, right?
I've seen like 2 episodes. My mom really liked House of Cards.
Oh, okay. So basically in House of Cards, it's just a dude that that starts out as a senator and he just wants to achieve the presidency.
I know what it's about. I've seen bits and pieces and I've heard it's really good.
It's really good, except for the last season where they wrote out Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, but he's not in it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So because he was rapey, but regardless.
Right. That's why I haven't seen anything about him. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a huge contract. That was like Netflix's first like huge show, right?
It was their first original show.
Yeah, that's right.
Veep. Basically, this woman wants to be president. She's the vice president when the show starts, and she goes up and down and up and down. She's a senator again. She's the president. President dies. She's the president. Then technically, I guess I didn't know this, but technically, if tomorrow Trump was like assassinated or something, Pence would be the president.
Yeah.
But then after this term, Pence could run again to be president for 8 more years. Because technically Pence,
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I think the rules depend on like if the electoral college votes you in. So like, yeah, so whoever took over for Kennedy could have run again. And I think they did. I don't know. Let's not get into history. I don't know shit. This was a good show. I really liked it. The cast is awesome. Although most of them you've never seen before. I want to say, have you seen Arrested Development?
Some of it, yeah.
You know, who's this guy play?
I can't really get into Arrested Development, honestly, man. People love that show. I just can't.
I thought it was fine.
That's like enthusiasm. People go crazy over that show, and I just don't think it's that funny.
I agree, 100%.
I just don't think it's that funny.
This gives off the same thing. This gives off the same vibe as Curb, the same vibe as whatchamacallit of Silicon Valley. Just very dry humor. Like really fucked up humor, but like it's funny. Like it's good. It's a pretty good damn show. I think I give it a 4 out of 5. It's worth the watch if you have HBO. Give it a shot. It's not too long. Only reason it's not a 5 out of 5 is just because they keep recycling the same storyline of, oh my god, I want to get elected. Oh my god, I want to get elected. Oh my god, it's like,
I got you, yeah.
Come on, like they could have ended it on like 5 seasons, in my opinion.
They kind of corner themselves by calling it Veep.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, there's only so much they can expand off that, you know, about what the like beginning storyline is.
Agreed. So worth a watch. Check it out. Veep, pretty funny show. Let's talk about the movie of the week, Pearson. It's an odd one.
Yeah.
We've talked about reviewing it for some time.
Finally jumped in and did it.
Capone.
Starring Tom Hardy as Capone.
Rated R. It's only an hour and 43 minutes, which is a plus. It is a
Thank God.
biography, crime, drama.
But it's like, it's like nothing. It's like no other like mafia movie you would expect. It's like the way I describe this movie is the end of every mafia movie where it's talking about their declining career.
Yep. So
that's it. That's it. About the last 5 years of his life.
IMDb actually gives a pretty accurate summary here. It says 47-year-old Al Capone, after his 10 years in prison sentence, starts suffering from dementia and is haunted by his past. Which,
and that's basically the premise of the story.
Yeah, this is not the mafia movie I thought it was going to be.
Well, the trailer does a really bad job of misleading whoever watches it. Because the trailer, to me at least, the trailer is not like what the movie is. I expected a lot more action, and I mean, just like a regular mafia movie, like every other freaking mafia movie ever made.
You know what movie kept rolling through my head when I was watching this one?
What?
And I don't want to compare it because the movie I'm about to compare Capone to is eons better in every way, shape, or form than Capone is. But Capone gave me Joker vibes.
Oh,
It's more of a. It's not about the Joker running around Gotham City causing crime. It's about the fall of a person.
Yeah,
and that's what Capone is like. Is the shit real that he's seeing? Is it fake? Is it imagined? Is he imagining shit? Like
because
there's several
too. Yeah,
there's several sequences where I was like,
see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see those parallels. Well, I think also part of that's because, I think that the title of the movie, so to speak, and the subject matter of the movie can mislead people. I think because like Joker, the movie is Joker, and you're thinking, oh, okay, crime, blah 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 blah. The movie's Capone. You're thinking, okay, mafia, killing, blah blah blah. So I can see that, but no, I think that's a pretty good comparison, really. The parallels as well as because it's like, yeah, it's the end of his career, like it's the last few years of his life.
Yeah,
it's kind of like how The Irishman was.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, it's like him looking back. The Irishman was done way better.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about the only redeeming factor in this movie, I think, which was Tom Hardy's performance as Capone. I thought he did a fine job.
Yeah, he did a good job for what he was given.
Except I really want to know if that's how Al Capone talked.
All right.
They're really like, come on, that's how we do it. I was like, Jesus.
I don't know if that is or not.
He's really milking the Italian mobster voice. Speaking of which, if you look at the cast list, everybody's name ends with either an O or an I, except for Tom Hardy, because they're all Italian. I think the best scene of this movie is the end scene where did that happen or was he imagining that? Full spoilers for Capone.
Yeah.
There's a scene at the end where he gets the Tommy gun that he used throughout his entire career and literally just walks through his house and opens up and kills pretty much everybody that he knows. Did that happen or was he imagining that shit?
I don't know. Let's Google
it. Good idea. But yeah, Tom Hardy was about the only good thing here.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, I think so. So this was directed by Josh Trank, the guy who directed Fan Forstick, the Fantastic Four movie that came out a few years ago, the one that was a complete disaster.
Well, I didn't know what you were talking about.
I think Fan Forstick is like a meme, is what they call it, because like the title is like fan, and then there's the number 4, and then Tastic or something.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, a lot of people were like, maybe he learned his lesson from directing that shitty movie and is going to make a really good movie.
Nope.
And he got a really good actor and a really good concept, but it was just very much so poorly executed.
Oh, okay. Here, I actually found a article. It's a fact versus fiction. It's comparing fact versus fiction of this movie. And one of the ones is, did Al Capone really sound like that? He goes, there aren't any recordings of Capone's voice. So naturally, Tom Hardy based his on Bugs Bunny. Don't be fooled. The video below is not real news footage of Al Capone. So yeah, I guess there's no one knows what he talked about. Like,
okay, then I don't blame him for the voice.
Okay.
But when I see pictures of Al Capone, like in storybooks and shit,
yeah,
I picture him being like a booming, like almost like a voice like Ben's voice, like a deep, loud voice.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, like a very strong chest, like a chest voice. Yeah.
Maybe he talks like that just because like he's old and has like dementia and shit, and he's kind of crazy. Where he's like, come on, like it was like kind of took me out of it. The writing wasn't necessarily bad or anything. The movie was just choppy. Like it just wasn't edited correctly. The story, it was very like, I don't know. This could have been a 2.5-hour movie. Like it was very short and rushed.
Oh yeah, but I mean it didn't need to be any longer. I mean, I guess it could have been, but like I don't think I would have been able to sit through it if it was longer.
No. Oh God, no. I wasn't even really fully watching it.
The final question in this is: did a diaper-clad Al Capone shoot up his own house with a gold-plated Tommy gun, murdering countless servants and henchmen? Nope. That would have been hard to keep out of the papers. His dementia meant he was prone to violent tantrums, and at one point, soon after his release from prison, he attacked his brother John with physical violence, but he didn't commit any mass shootings. So it's, I guess, what the movie is saying is like he's hallucinating and he's going crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they executed that part fine. There was a few sequences where I was like, "Is that real?" Or
yeah.
But then there's a few obvious ones where like he's like thinking he's hearing voices in his house, and he goes to the bathroom, opens up the shower curtain, and there's just a dude there.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
I don't know. The movie's like, eh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure some people are going to say that this is a really good movie. Because I know the world is torn on this movie. That like half of the people think like it's a really good character study, but then the other half is like this is an absolutely horrible movie.
I think because like to have to hate it are the people that are like expecting like, fucking like just a mafia killing movie.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know.
That's what people are saying about this movie. Josh Trank's remarkably unpleasant film portrays Al Capone during his last year of life. Tom Hardy, this is from the New York Times. Tom Hardy plays Al Capone as a boogeyman bloated with body fluids. Yeah, there's several scenes in this movie where Tom Hardy shits himself, like quite literally shits himself.
In the article, it said diaper-cladded Al Capone.
Yeah, this movie has really bad reviews. Jesus.
Yeah, just missed the mark, man.
The average review of this thing is a 2.2 out of 5 stars. So our 2 out of 5, or did I go back and give it a 1?
I don't know what you did. I can't remember if you changed which one you changed. You changed one of them to a 1.
I think I changed this one to a 1 because I was like, you know what, that sucked.
I give it 2.
Fuck it, I'm going back to 2.
Yeah.
It's one of those where like it's not like an obvious 5 or an obvious 4 or an obvious 3. Like 2 and 1.
It could be a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2 because Tom Hardy did a good job. If Tom Hardy did a shitty job, then it's a 1. He's the only like shining star in the movie.
Yeah.
You can tell he did his best with what he was given. So
yeah, I like to think that Tom Hardy doesn't take roles that he's not cool with. So like,
yeah, no, I feel like any kind of high profile like that now, they have a certain role they want to do and a certain pay and all that. They're not going to do something they don't want to.
Yeah.
People like Robert Downey Jr. He doesn't do anything he doesn't want to do.
Hard to believe that he wanted to do Doolittle.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you know what? Now I say that, I think about that. And
what movie did I just give a stinker to? Scoob and Doolittle, I think, are the only 0 out of 10s I've given.
Yeah.
Or out of 5.
Yeah.
God, those were horrible. Pearson, let's wrap today's episode up with what we're watching. What are you watching?
13 Reasons Why, season 4, last season of the show.
I've heard.
It's pretty freaking good. We just finished episode 6 last night, either 5 or 6. There's 10 episodes this season. A huge plot twist just happened, so I am lit to watch it tonight.
Yeah.
I thought everyone watched that show in our group, but apparently just me and Ben.
I think Zach might watch it too.
Does he? I thought you did for some reason.
I do not.
It makes sense when you talked about it. You didn't really say anything. I was like, okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, I tried to watch it, but I just couldn't get into it. I don't know.
It's all good. I want to watch. Ben has told me like 5,000 times to watch Bank Heist, so I think I'm going to watch it after this. It's a Netflix series. It's only 4 episodes, but it's one of those limited series. And Ben, I'm quoting this on air. Ben said it is probably the best Netflix show he's ever seen.
Maybe I'll check it out then.
Yeah, that's high standard.
You know what's funny is Ben doesn't watch bad TV.
No, like that's the thing. Yeah, everything Ben's watched, it ends up being pretty good. But like I've had like 3 or 4 conversations with Ben, and it's always ended with, "By the way, you need to watch Bank Heist." I was like, okay. I was gonna start it, and then 13 Reasons came out, so I was like, I gotta watch this, and then I'll watch it. But it's like 4 episodes. It's a foreign show though.
Oh,
It's a
why it's
foreign
good.
show.
All foreign shit is good.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's like dubbed, like the voices or not. I couldn't really tell in the trailer, but it very well could be. But yeah, I want to watch Bank Heist, watch 13 Reasons Why. I don't know what else is coming out.
I don't think anything really high profile.
Really, like that's really it. Like now that I finished Big Little Lies, I don't necessarily. I guess I'll dive into HBO Max and see what's on there and see what to start.
I'm taking a quest. Maybe you can go on this quest with me.
What's up?
It's a Batman quest. HBO Max includes pretty much all of DC's shit.
Yeah.
And along with that comes all of those like animated, like highly like critical.
Seen them all.
All the Batman animated movies?
Yeah, the Batman animated series. Yeah, I've seen it all. I have it on DVD.
Like I'm talking like the movies though.
Yeah.
Like I just watched last night The Killing Joke.
Yeah. Yo, Killing Joke. I saw that in the theaters.
Really?
Yeah, they did a limited release run. I saw an AMC with my buddy Michael like years ago. Yeah, that's the one. It's like R, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that, and then no, like have you seen the Batman animated series, like the '90s one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I have the box collection of that.
That used to be on Netflix. I binged the shit out of that when it was.
That's like that animated series is up there, like them and like Star Wars Clone Wars. Like those are like 2 really good animated series.
Yeah.
No, I've like most of like those older Batman animated movies I've watched. Batman's my favorite superhero, so like I've seen all of it.
Okay, well I'm gonna watch at least one a week.
Okay,
and then maybe talk about it. I watched Killing Joke last night because that's the probably most famous one of Batman's most famous comic book stories too. I have HBO Max pulled up here.
What'd you think of Killing Joke?
I thought it was good. I was kind of bummed that it just ended.
Yeah.
Like how Batman. So like, what is that supposed to imply? So like, it ends with Batman laughing at Joker's joke.
What did you say again? Sorry.
So it ended with Batman and Joker just talking, and Batman was like, "Maybe we're supposed to just help each other." And then like Joker tells a joke, and then Batman starts laughing, and then it ends. And I was like, "The hell?"
That's right. I forgot about that.
I know that Joke was famous for Joker like shooting and then raping Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
Which I knew about the shooting.
It's like one of the most graphic parts of like the Batman like comics.
I knew about the shooting part, and he's the reason that she's paralyzed. Did not know about the raping part.
Yeah.
So when that happened, I was like,
is that from the 90s? Is that comic from the 90s? I don't know. I know, like 90s comics, like shit gets really weird. Like in 90s comics, like really just weird. But yeah, the movie was okay. I wasn't blown away by it, but I didn't hate it. It was just weird. Like it's weird seeing Batman in like that kind of setting, so to speak. Like not animated, but like how adult it is.
Yeah, like graphic.
Yeah, it's just I don't know if I necessarily like it. I don't like subject matter about like rape and stuff being in my comic book movies.
It's kind of like how like Batman Arkham Knight, the video game. That was rated M for mature, and it was
like blood and shit. Like I don't mind. Like I don't like honestly. Like if Batman started killing people, I wouldn't be like mad at it. I just don't don't bring like rape and sex and stuff into like comic book movies. I just don't think there's a place for it.
Yeah. So are you saying that you would rather have your comic book movies along the lines of like the 2000s Spider-Man movies where it's like literally just like comic book heroes fighting bad guys, or like whatchamacallit that's like mature? What the hell is like Joker, like really serious issues tackled in superhero movies?
No, I'm fine. Like I guess it depends.
Like, you don't want to see a live action Killing Joke where you see Joker raping Barbara Gordon.
No, I don't. I did just not gonna do it.
I have no desire to see that either.
No, I just think every movie. I just feel like everyone should just model what Marvel does.
Yeah.
They have comedy and a lot of great action, and people still die, but it's not like disgusting and like when I go to watch a superhero movie, I don't want to think about the world's issues and stuff.
Yeah,
I want to watch a cool superhero movie. I don't want to think about real life things because that's not what it is. They're superheroes. Okay,
I agree. I like that sense.
Maybe, but I don't. If I want to watch that, I'm gonna go watch I don't know, any fucking drama. I'm gonna go watch that if I want to learn about it. Okay.
I like that stance.
There's a time and place.
There is a time and place. Rape really makes me uncomfortable. So like when it happened, I was like, oh God, like why is this here?
Well, it's animated. I felt like I was looking like anime porn for a second.
And then like the scene where Joker's trying to like make Commissioner Gordon go crazy and he's showing him all the pictures of the fact that he raped Barbara Gordon. I was like,
it's so
I was like, what is this?
The thing is, there was like kids. I remember when we saw it in the theaters. There were like kids and shit in the theater.
Yeah, that's like when we saw Joker. There were kids in the theater. I was like,
movie.
I was like, do you realize what this movie is, right?
It's like when we went to see Deadpool and there was like little kids in there because it's a superhero movie.
That's parents, bro. Parents are really stupid nowadays.
I know, right? It's like, okay, little Jimmy, we can go.
But so yeah, I watched that Batman flick. I started Dexter on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were gonna do that. How you like it? How far are you?
I'm only 5 episodes in. I'm intrigued, but I'm not hooked.
It's a little weird. The beginning is like because it moves kind of slow in the beginning, and it's a little bit of an older show, and so like when you're watching it, like it feels like an older show and stuff, and it's a little dark, and yeah, you have to get through it a little bit more to get hooked. But no, it gets really good. In the first season, it gets really good.
Turner's obsessed with Dexter. He's watched it like 6 times. He just texted also and was like, "Are you guys going to review Dexter when you're done with it?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably." And he's like, "You want a guest? I've watched it 3 times already."
Bring him on. He's going to know way more than us. I haven't seen. It's been a minute.
And he
what
was
is he doing right now?
But I texted him the other day and was like, "Dude, the writing for the show is so early 2000s." Like,
yeah. The show feels it. Like you feel it in a show.
Oh yeah. You can tell that this.
What's happening right now in the show?
Oh, I don't even know.
Is it the
It's the ice truck killer still.
Ice truck killer. Yeah, that's right. So he's still trying to find him. Okay.
Yes. So that part is intriguing because the ice truck killer like knows who he is, kind of. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's definitely his sister. It's definitely his stepdad that is like not dead. I don't know. I'm intrigued. So I'll keep watching. And today I watched the first episode of Batwoman.
Oh, the CW show?
The show that's on the CW. Well, that is now, we didn't cover it, but they're recasting her because she dropped out of the role.
Oh yeah, I saw that was recent too.
So I think there's only 1 season right now, and it's like 20 episodes. So I'll just power through it. They're like 40 minutes each. So I'll binge that and talk about it. I mean, it's also on HBO. That's the great thing is all these DC shows are on HBO now, like Doom Patrol and shit. I heard Doom Patrol is really good, so I might watch that. Yeah, I heard really good.
Too, isn't it?
Also on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But unless I'm forgetting anything, that might be it, my friend.
That is it.
That was a little longer than we've had recently. It's because of our weekend recapping.
I know. We went off tangent a lot.
We did have some tangents, but that's okay. Everybody, can I just remind you again about prepped ready meals? Check out that new menu. Binge 10 at checkout. That's all you need to know. You know what else you need to know? Wednesdays, binging batch. Bachelor-related stuff. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to watch The Bachelor.
That's why you said as early as possible.
No, not necessarily. I just want to get knocked out, but
I got you.
maybe a little bit. What Are We podcast? I'm going to check again and see if it's live. They're taking forever. I don't know why, and I'm really upset about it. because it was supposed to be a great day. It was a fine day. But follow that Instagram account. What Are We Podcast? Just like Binge Boys Podcast, follow us at the same time that you follow them. When What Are We Podcast releases, give it a rating, give it a review. Let us climb the charts. There's been an absence in dating podcasts lately because of all the Call Her Daddy drama. Let's take that spot. Call Her Daddy is currently struggling. They're trying to figure out what their voice is now because they lost a co-host. Let's slide in that spot and take that. Submit crazy date stories. What Are We Podcast 2020 at gmail.com. Follow Pearson and I and Zach on Instagram, PKiller56, Zach McConnell, Logan Lewis 96. Follow our YouTube channel, Binge Boys Podcast. If you're watching us, you already know where you're at. Hit that bell so you know when we upload. You know what else you should do? You should subscribe to it so you know when we upload anyway. It's just a given. God, whenever I just rattle shit off like that, I'm always like, did I forget anything? Did I forget anything, Pearson?
No, you actually, yeah, all the, let's see, boxes, check. Yeah, you're
Prep Ready Meals, check. What Are We? Check. Binge Boys Plugs, check. We're done. That's it.
check.
Benji, you know what to do. Tune us out of this thing.
That bait.
Drop that beat if I can find it.
I've been holding this towel in my hands for the whole time.
Really?
It's a sunglass towel.
I need to clean my glasses with one of those.
Here, I got you.
Please help me out with it.
Here you go.
Oh, wow. This whole time Benji was tuning us out and the volume was just down.
Here, I'm gonna do that wipe challenge thing.
Wipe.
Damn it!
You didn't do it right.
I should have gotten Bucky and put his face.
We'll see you guys this week. Binging Batch and a Barstool review. Bye. Bye.